What's up, fight fans? My name is Angelo. Welcome back to Gentleman MMA. If you are a fan of UFC, you watch UFC every single month, this channel is for you. On this channel, I break down anything and everything related to UFC. On today's video, I'm going to talk about the most vicious knockout in my mind, probably in UFC history, and that was Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson. So I'm going to talk about that knockout a little bit. I'm going to talk about that fight, and I'm just going to give my thoughts and reaction to that fight. And but before we get into the video, hit subscribe and like this video so you won't miss out on any of my content. So UFC 274 was this past Saturday. I was at the fight, hence why my throat was all jacked up. So I apologize if you can't really hear me. My throat's just jacked up. I was gonna make a video yesterday, but my voice was just too jacked up. So I'm gonna try to make a video today. So going into the fight, Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson was a must-win for both fighters. They were both coming off of losing streaks. So both fighters had something to prove. They didn't want to lose another fight, so they were both coming in to get the finish, and it showed in the fight. Everyone, of course, and I myself picked Michael Chandler to win by knockout, and a lot of people were kind of writing off Tony Ferguson, and they were saying that he's washed up, he's too old. He lost to Justin Gaethje, he lost to Charles Oliveira, he lost to Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje, and then so he was coming off a couple of losses, and everyone was writing him off. They were saying he's washed up, he's too old, and initially that's what I thought too. But I remember watching the pre-fight, and I was listening to him talk, and I was like, no man, Tony Ferguson is not gonna go down without a fight. He is still one of the most dangerous and most exciting fighters in MMA history. So he's still a dog. And when the fighters came out, Tony Ferguson got like one of the most exciting crowd reactions. He was walking out, his music hit, the whole place was going crazy. Everyone loves Tony Ferguson, and when he was coming out, man, he looked calm, he looked confident, he looked like he was ready to go to war. And he came out, and then Michael Chandler came out. When he came out, he was just on fire. He was ready to kill, he was ready to go to war. And everyone in the arena felt that. Everyone was excited, and that's what I love about the sport, is the mentality of these fighters. Yes, you can break down fights, you can talk about the technique of different fighters, but the mentality, the mental game is what I love the most about this sport. And like I said, both fights, this was a big fight for both of them. Of course it's a non-title fight, but whoever loses this fight, they could potentially get out of the title picture, but not necessarily Tony Ferguson. Now I think back on it, Tony Ferguson's still one of the top 5 fighters. Yes, he's still a top 10 fighter. He lost to Justin Gaethje, who's a fucking beast. He lost to Charles Oliveira, who of course is a beast. So don't take anything away from Tony Ferguson. He's still that guy. He's just had a couple of bad nights. It's just, that's the thing about the UFC, is anybody can be anyone on any given day, and that's what happened. And yeah, they came out, and right away, man, Tony Ferguson went to work, and he dropped Michael Chandler. He dropped Michael Chandler early. He got him hurt, and everyone the whole crowd was just going crazy when that happened. I was excited. That's probably when I lost my voice, because I was screaming so loud. And just to see Michael Chandler come in fired up and he get dropped, he had some adversity early on. But that's the thing about this game, is it's so mental. You're gonna get hit, you're gonna get rocked, but it doesn't matter. What matters is how you come back from the fight. And Michael Chandler got hit early on. Tony Ferguson, landed his powerful match. Tony Ferguson was landing some bombs. He was definitely trying to get the finish. Like I said, it was such a big fight for both these fighters, so he was trying to get the finish. And he hurt Michael Chandler early on, but towards the end of the round, Michael Chandler shot him, took him down. He landed a few ground pounds. So as soon as the round ended, bro, the whole arena was just on a whole another level of excitement. That the crowd was cheering, everyone was fired, everyone banging their seats. It was loud, it was chaos. And so that happened, and then we get into the second round, and then next you know, bro, you just see Michael Chandler threw the front leg kick, and boom, he knocked out Tony Ferguson. Just went straight down. He just got hit and went straight down. When he was going to hit, he didn't even move. His whole body went stiff. he went down, and the whole crowd, I was like, holy shit. I was excited and pumped up to see Michael Chandler get the knockout, and I was excited. The whole crowd was going crazy. I was cheering, but then like after a couple of minutes, I was like, bro, is Tony Ferguson get up? Because he did not move at all. He was out cold for like 3 to 4 minutes. Like he did not move, and it was kind of scary to see, because it's like the thing with these fighters is you're excited to see a knockout, but at the same time you're kind of worried about what, like, you know, the person who got knocked out. Like if you're a diehard fight fan, you feel for these guys, and he's just to be a fan of Tony Ferguson, he's such a fan favorite. For him to just fall down and not get up, like it was scary to see. And I was excited for Michael Chandler. I was pumped up to see the knockout. It was crazy. The whole arena was obviously at that point, it was just exploded. The roof was off the place at that point, and yeah, it was exciting. And as soon as he got up, he got the round of applause, and like everyone was like, you know, he still love Tony. Just he got knocked out, but he's still a good fighter. He's still a top 10 fighter. He ain't going anywhere. He's still a fucking beast. He's always been a legend. There's no, yes, he got knocked out. It sucks, but there's no shame in Tony Ferguson. He's still a beast. And then after that, man, Michael Chandler gets on the microphone, and bro, he cuts one of the most iconic promos ever. He did that when he first came to UFC, and he did it again, and that's what people got to do. Michael Chandler understands the fight game. All these fighters, they always complain about not getting paid enough, not getting, the UFC don't promote them. But man, the UFC, you gotta take things in your own hand and promote yourself. And Michael Chandler grabbed that microphone. He cut one of the best promos he could cut. He called out the winner of the main event, which is Charles Oliveira or Justin Gaethje. So that sets him up for a title fight. And then of course he didn't get that fight. And then he calls out Conor McGregor. He calls out Conor McGregor, and the place just went like, it was like anytime Michael Chandler was talking, the arena just kept going up and up. When they heard Conor McGregor, everyone was excited. So that gives the UFC opportunity to put on the fights for these fighters. And now Michael Chandler is in a point where he can make that happen. He can either fight for a title fight, or he's gonna get a money fight. It's a win-win for him. He won the fight, he cut a promo, he can get a title fight or fight Conor McGregor, and it's gonna be awesome. Michael Chandler is an exciting fighter, and I'm glad he got the W. I feel for Tony Ferguson at the end of the day, but he will bounce back. He is a legend. He will always be a legend. And Michael Chandler is just on a roll right now. I would love to see him get the title fight, but also I want to see him fight Conor McGregor, because he deserves the payday. This man's he's a legend. He's exciting to watch, and I wish you guys, if you guys were to fight, you know what I'm talking about. But if you guys weren't there, I wish you guys were there to experience live. It was crazy. We're so glad to be there. And yeah, that's it for that. That's my reaction to that fight. I'm gonna talk about the co-main event and the main event in another video. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you guys on the next video.